fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What people do eat no money, what people at you eat no at you. Covid money miss you, we eat the yellow correct you. Use the youth the money, waste a must a man to statue. Say me like a cashew, but bigger than a figure you. Take this skin of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above end up him a got stop it. Too much eating at the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social leaders coming at you.
It burn me
300% free.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption peace.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
For me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in our fever. Member bowl money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like people themselves.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the son man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
How them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't.
Hello world. So I am currently, I just run over to the supermarket, Progressive Supermarket, to buy some ground beef because I feel like I want to eat a burger. So may I pick up the ingredients. So I just come over to the aisle. You know, I'm coming from Canada, so I have some fresh prices in my brain. So I say I want burger and things, so I just go buy the ingredients. So I come over the supermarket and them have scallion and thing and pepper and thing, and I see them label with them little Jamaican labels and stuff. So I feel so proud. But when I start look down on the prices, no man, I almost defecate myself when I look on the price. I know that I can't even buy the ingredient and I find where I come from, and it's not that I don't have the money, but I think this is unjust. Look at the price. Let me turn on it. So this is one single salad tomato, and it is $732.04 Jamaican, product of Jamaica. When you do the conversion rate at today's dollar, this tomato is $6, right? For $6 Canadian for one single tomato. Okay? Scallion over there. This little bunch of scallion here would cost us like 60 cents in Canada, and look how much for it in Jamaica, $277.02. This is almost $3 Canadian for just this. Now we are complaining that the food price in Canada hard, but me never expect this at Jamaica for the local stuff them to be this expensive. How can the local people buy food for them a price here? Me I come from foreign and they not have them a price here a foreign. Much less the local stuff them down here, so 3 and 4 times more expensive. Me not even go look on the pepper. A matter of fact, me I look on the pepper. One single pepper, right here, so for $828. Do the conversion rate to Canadian and you will see how much. The cost for this one single pepper will give you 6 or 8 in Canada, just a FYI. Jamaica, we need to do better. whoever the government is that regulate food down here, you need to come and pay attention to these grocery stores because they are not pricing this stuff for the local people. You understand? How can local people afford all of them something a piece of dry up pumpkin for $300? See there? This a dry rotten pumpkin here, all them melting at the bag. You don't see it? Jesus. We need help, Father. Them things are off the record. So wicked. So wicked. Anyways, look man, like, tag and share this video so that
good economic management can yam. Good economic management can yam. Good morning, one and all, and welcome to the Global Television Group. Thank you very much for joining the At a Glance program this morning. Insightful and interesting information it was last night that we brought your way from Colin Bell and Jamaica Chief Financial Analyst Ralston Hyman. Even though the Prime Minister told us a few weeks ago that good economic management can yam, I mean, full your plate of it, full your cup of it, sit down and enjoy yourself because good economic management can yam. But we learned from the conversation with Ralston Hyman and Colin Bell, the country's bankrupt. Nigel Clarke pushed us over the cliff. We're barely hanging. We're barely hanging, and Nigel Clarke run off, left we confused, and also a fix up new galang into it for we. Come see sign how much a billion with the World Bank for waterfront downtown. And we hear them talk about stripalize back road and turn it into Las Vegas hit strip. The Prime Minister just run around and promise the country loads of money and all the nice and dandy and fancy things that the Prime Minister is going to do for the people of Jamaica. But we find out that them don't have the money for do it. So what the walk and promise about? We just find out so they don't have the money for do the things them won't walk and promise. Can promise for crime plan for 8 years now. We have not seen it, and I mean our blood continue to run like, I mean, it's downstream, if you ask me, because the massacres across the country. I mean, you can't sleep and wake up and don't hear that there's a mass shooting somewhere in our country. And all the Prime Minister and the entourage do is gotta go take picture. I mean, you all should be working for Vogue by now. I mean, you all should be in some illustrious front page. I mean, I know what I do in our country for not have so much time to take picture and Vogue want people to make money off. That's all it is about. Just run around and take picture. We were promised prosperity. We were promised prosperity. Look what we got to eat. Good economic management. Kanyam, the Prime Minister said. Full your plate of it. Put it on fire if you want. Push it in the oven. Eat it raw if you will. Because good economic management can yam. The Prime Minister tell we say employment has been the lowest it's ever been. If you're not working in Jamaica, you don't want to work, said the Prime Minister. Me not even tell them a good morning yet. Morning, everybody. Morning. Me not go to roll call this morning. Me acknowledge all on welcome to those on YouTube, to those on Facebook, and to those on TikTok. Good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. The issue of the Minister of Finance, it don't bother the PNP, but know by now, so it bothers me. The issue of who becomes or the next minister of finance in our broken, bankrupt economy is important to me. It don't look like the PNP want to know which thief of the 49 is going to hold on to the purse string, but I want to know. Why is it that Andrew Holness cannot come to the nation and tell the nation the truth? I don't have a qualified person, Jamaica. So why you never cast somebody will qualify? Draw somebody out of the bank of Jamaica or Alak John that has been touted. Why you never make Alak John go run for the seat down in northeast? Wanna pay how much millions to buy the vote them wanna never get until after 3 in the evening, and we couldn't even manage to scrape up 5,000 after wanna buy so much. Me coming to you, director of election and Ombus thief. Make a look for the which one of the wicked website I figure upon you now. ECJ. Because this is my contention this morning, you know. ECJ is my contention. The Gleaner article. I don't want ECJ in Europe. I want ECJ Jamaica. Yes. Because I say, are the director of election and the ECJ and the PNP them may come for this morning, because it look like everybody just a wait, a hope and pray for Andrew McCase lose. Who tell us say Andrew going to lose the election? Who tell Uno PNP say Andrew is going to lose the election? How sure are you, members of the People's National Party? I want me something there. How sure are you that the People's National Party can win the next general election? The office of the political ombudsman. Let me also bring up that website as well, because I want to show you something. You hold on there. Because I want to show you how this government just walk and lie to it. When you go upon the Office of the Political Ombudsman website, everything is still there for Donna Parchment Brown. Whether you go upon Sinting there, rather, it is the same Donna Parchment Brown details that has been touted on the website for the Office of the Political Ombudsman. We are aware that Donna Parchment Brown position tenure was not renewed on November 16 when the office was destructed by the Prime Minister. This happened after Michelle Charles was disciplined by the Office of the Political Ombudsman for her election fraud during the election campaign. Donna Parchment Brown reappointment should have happened on the 16th of November 2022. Andrew Holness, because the ruling against Michelle Charles came out on March of 2022. Thanks, Canadian girl. March of 2022. Her reappointment came up for November of 2022. Andrew Holness did not reappoint her. The office was left vacant until January or early February of this year, before the local government election. Andrew Holness took this bill to Parliament to merge the Electoral Office of Jamaica and the Office of the Political Ombudsman. Beyond the advice of even one of his members, Carl Samuda, but Delroy Chuck and others push for that to happen. Now, you must understand how these two bodies works. These are meant to be independent body. Your director of election and your election commission are meant to be an independent body that regulate and adjudicate matters of your election. Then you have the Office of the Political Ombudsman, which is also an independent body that ought to investigate government and those in public life, not only our parliamentarians. Andrew Holness merging these two independent bodies together, not just that is a violation of ethics and openness, independence and transparency. What the Prime Minister did is further took both into his office, because we know the Electoral Commission was already there, and merging the Office of the Political Ombudsman into his office. You waddle up the two things together. So now the nation is confused as to what is going on, who is this and who is that. Now, when you go up on the Ombudsman website, everything's still there for Donna Parchment Brown. It has always been like that. Donna Parchment Brown lost the office from November 16, 2022. We're in October 23rd, 2024 now. Even after the legislation in February, the Prime Minister and his administrative kerfuffles take no time in updating any of these websites to give the public credible information. Now, on the Electoral Commission website, there is this little slot here. You see Office of the Ombudsman complaint form. That's the only thing I can find on the commission website. Maybe the more brighter people, them were brighter than me and go to school and never drop out of basic school like me, can't find it. But I think the PNP are woefully silent on these critical issues where if you take up tick and beat drum in a public every day, Get the public on your side to say, no, this is a violation of how our processes are meant to work, but them rather silent. Very silent. So our no confidence the PNP are going to win the next election when Andrew holds so much power base and can corrupt the election. Look at what happened during February in the local government election. We're confused till now. We haven't had a proper declaration to know from the office of election galang in whatever they want to call themselves, because we can call them election shit if we want, because that's what they are. That is what they are. We can call them whatever we want to call them, because that is really what and who they are. But when you see this little jitter jatter on the commission page, click on this. This is all me I get from morning. 503 service temporary unavailable. If Jamaicans are to make, let me show now. If Jamaicans are to make a complaint about one of our public officials, one of our politicians, a public office in the country, a public office holder, who do we complain to? If we're being hard done by any of the government departments, who do we complain to and what's the process? Because the office has been taken and torn up and thrown aside all over the place. But the Gleaner editorial wrote an article to the effect of the ECJ and their handling of things and their silence, because don't forget, say, ECJ and Ombudsman are the same thing now. But we're going to take a promotional break because I want to remind you all that it is voting time in the Americas. You know, early voting start for all the different contested field. And we're appealing to those in the Florida belt this morning within the zone to support Commissioner Joy on her re-election. So we will plug Commissioner Joy this morning. Commissioner Joy is a great supporter to all the work we are doing to make sure Jamaica is a better place, and she is representing in Florida as well, but as one of our Jamaicans, and I'm sure no doubt she represents many Jamaicans and Jamaicans of Jamaican heritage. So let's listen to Commissioner Joy's campaign now and make sure you like and share the live and give your support. If you have your relatives or friend lives within Commissioner Joy's voting patch, encourage them.
Park, a community that thrives thanks to the dedication of one remarkable leader, Commissioner Joy B. Smith. From her early beginnings in England and Jamaica to her current role as a commissioner in West Park, Commissioner Joy's journey is a testament to her unwavering commitment to service and community. Every day, Commissioner Smith's actions speak volumes. Here, she's personally distributing groceries to local residents, ensuring that no one in our community goes hungry.
That's a little something. Not a problem. That's what I do. just give back to my community. I find the resources and I bring it on in.
Commissioner Joy's hands-on approach exemplifies her dedication. As she runs for re-election, she remains dedicated to making a positive difference.
Hello, everybody. I just want to encourage you to vote for Miss Joy. She's running for West Park Commissioner C3. She's an amazing person. She actually cares about West Park, and she wants to do a lot of things for the community. I encourage everybody to get out there and vote, and she's an amazing person. She's the right person to vote for. I encourage you, remember, C3 for West Park Commissioner, Miss Joy.
Commissioner Joy's passion for supporting our youth is equally profound. At the recent back-to-school event, Commissioner Joy was there, handing out backpacks filled with essential supplies. This event wasn't just about school supplies. It was a celebration of our children's future, supported by local law enforcement who provided invaluable training and guidance. And it's clear that Joy's impact resonates deeply.
I remember when I didn't have a car, she would literally drive the food to my house, and that shows her commitment, it shows her heart, and it shows that she is in this position to help the community, and it's not about just being a commissioner or about the title. It's literally for the people and for the community and to make sure that we are on point. Vote Joy!
From personal conversations to community outreach, Commissioner Joy Smith listens, understands, and acts with a heartfelt dedication to improving our city. Her leadership has already brought transformative initiatives, back-to-school drives, essential food distributions, and community celebrations. As she seeks re-election, Commissioner Joy is focused on continuing this momentum. Her vision includes removing red light cameras for smoother commutes, lowering property taxes to ease financial burdens, and fostering economic growth through collaboration with local businesses. Commissioner Joy Smith is also committed to expanding programs for both seniors and youth, ensuring every resident, young and old, has the support they need. And with a renewed focus on reviving cherished traditions like the Goombay Festival, Joy aims to rekindle the vibrant spirit of community that makes West Park truly special.
This is Commissioner Joy B. Smith, and I want to thank you for your continued trust and support. Every decision I make is guided by a genuine concern for our community's needs. As I seek re-election, I am committed to building our successes, addressing pressing concerns, and bringing renewed energy to our city. Together, let's continue to make West Park a place where every resident feels heard, valued, and empowered. I ask for your support as we move forward together. Let's keep making our community the best it can be. Once again, this is Commissioner Joy B. Smith, and thank you for watching.
This political advertisement has been paid for and approved.
I want to say to our Jamaican politicians, particularly to, that hard-faced cow, the one who calls herself Cockburn Finn. These are how politicians make their mark on people. And I want to encourage those in West Park to make sure vote for Commissioner Joy's development and work in your community. I hope some of the politicians them from Jamaica could take some inspiration and do active work in their community rather than wait until election time comes to walk around and buy vote. We need to change from that and appraise them based on the work they do in community. Now make them come tell with all sort of nonsense, hanky-panky stories and promises and lies and optics and all sorts so they can use to confuse we. But by the time they get there, they've done nothing to the tune of what they've promised us. So the Gleaner editorial wrote an article in their paper, and they said the commission has yet has up to now been silent on the recent political targeting of journalists employed to this newspaper, which is the Gleaner, and on the Gleaner suggestion that behavior and speech that might incite violence against free press and its report are forbidden under the political code of conduct. Now, I'm not going to read the article for you. The article is in the Gleaner editorial. But what the editorial is basically arguing, Patricia Matthews, how are you? What the Gleaner editorial is basically arguing, because why it's suggested to the commission, because over the ombudsman, they know these attacks are coming from politicians on the media. Everett Warmington dare anybody in the labor hierarchy to challenge him and his blatant, overt, violently incited attack on the media. Now, in a situation like this, you would make a complaint to the political ombudsman to deal with this issue. Who do we complain to? Because there ain't any information on the website. The one little Saturday put up the fair farm, when you click on it, it carries into Wonderland. I ask the question again. How the PNP confident that they can win the next general election when Andrew Holness controls the Electoral Commission of Jamaica? Andrew Holness in his office controls the office of the political ombudsman, which we make complaint to. Now, when these chairs and directors are answerable to the Prime Minister, how do we make a complaint against the Prime Minister or one of the Prime Minister's full-ups and get a redress? Why is the PNP so silent is my problem. Just like all the PNP silence or NIGEL mash up the country, throw one fence a crocus bag at we, sign how much if the World Bank to do whatever they want to do, and we don't know, because what them assign and them tell we and what normally happen is totally two different things. I mean, we grow up and realize that by now, that what politicians promise us and what politicians actually do for us, they're starkly two different things. They bear no resemblance. What politicians promise us to do for us and what politicians do for us are two totally different things. We don't pay the opposition for the opposition just sit down in a parliament and knock desk or mumble when they want to. It's not about that. It's about opposing to what a crooked government is doing. It's about keeping the people aware of the important constitutional issues. We're confused at the moment. Who do we complain to if we have a problem? We saw in February how confused this man was. He was the director of What's It Rather then. I think he's the ombudsman now. I don't know where we're going, Jamaica. You can't have two offices wrapped up together and confused, which confuse the nation, and then you don't have adequate information to differentiate them and tell you who to access for what reasons. Why is the People's National Party so silent? Just like how NIGEL mash up the country and a runoff, And the People's National Party is not concerned as to who is coming to take up the purse string and if them a go worse than NIGEL or if them a go better than NIGEL. No beat and teach me never watch her yesterday. Cause me really fed up of hearing Andrew and Juliet speaking now. But the problem is me have with is the PNP and Jamaica people, because both the people of Jamaica and the People's National Party just sit down and hope that Andrew lose the election. Andrew don't have to lose the election. Are you prepared though, Jamaica, to go another another 4 years and 5 years in the slumber? Another 5 years in this bankrupt economy? Are you prepared to go further? Are you prepared to go another 5 years in dictatorship? Are you prepared to go another 5 years in the bloodbaths that our country has become? Are you prepared to continue with we hospital them and analyze we rather than help with? The PNP too silent. I'm going to always say that because we never pay them to come shut them out. If the PNP want to shut them out, them going to the private sector or in the shut mouth there. Shut mouth down in the public sector. Go in the private sector if you don't want to shut on the mouth, but I really don't that. Jamaica pay so much money to Mark Golding and him team for just sit down and hope that Andrew lose the election. This is not working to get rid of a dictator. This is not working to protect the Jamaica economy. Andrew don't have to lose this. Andrew have enough money, can buy it. Andrew have enough people when can pay to corrupt the election and flip the switch. Andrew don't have to lose. So if Andrew steal the election, what next? Sit down and hope for one another 5 year that Andrew may lose. Andrew ain't gonna step down, you know. Andrew don't have the shame. Our prime minister will eat his own vomit. Him don't have shame like that. Remember, say Andrew Onslaught start pan Christopher Tufton and Arthur Williams, his own senators. Remember Andrew a thief. Zara Burton catch out Andrew from 2015. Andrew not just turn thief because Andrew come see with money and Andrew take it up and walk off with it. It wasn't like that. Him has always been taken from him and the Ministry of Education. Him has always been swindling and embezzling. Nothing strange about Andrew. We only take more note of Andrew since 2020. Nothing really changed. It has been the same Andrew. That same Andrew in his first council election, he ended up in an electoral court because of his fraudulent behavior. Yes, that same Andrew Holness, with a bank account open for him from 1975, and him never even remember about it or know about it. But within weeks, years, and months of him saying that Andrew Holness been pumping money through those bank accounts when parents open for him when him a baby and him never know, never remember, never understand about. Who telling us say Andrew Holness now have him way set up to buy the election again? Andrew look to like he worried. You know, see Andrew going around the country trying to convince the people that as much as you think that I am not sliced bread, just bite me and you will see if me not taste like sliced bread. That's why I'm telling you, so good economic management can yam. And it is the reason, the dunceness in the Labour Party, it is the reason why NIGEL CLARKE is going and the Prime Minister cannot find a replacement. And not Justice Spanton alone, no son of dunce. We recognize it long time. We've been saying it long time. The fact that Justice Spanton have to come in a parliament can tell us that Jesus Christ, oh no done so. The same thing them they in front of no. All one of the name right Pambula. We don't get up and eat every day without realizing, hello, that's my name. Even though it's on a bulla, it is still my name. Everard Warmington still come out. Everard Warmington still come out and a chant Boogie Yaga. I want accountability from the IC. I now release some money until them show me them audit. Okay, Everard, in order for the IC get the money, can you go and read the 6 reports or whatever reports that has been there since 2018, Everard Warmington, that you have not read? All you do just go and go read the report and release the people them money. Or what? Do you want them to come and read bedtime story to you, or do you want to have a fireside chat over the IC's audit, Everard Warmington? Because it look like that's what you want. You either want a book reading club or you want a fireside chat over the IC audit. All you have to do, Everard Warmington, go and read the report and release the people their money. You don't affiliate because we know saying Reverend Warmington, hog love walla in a mud. Everybody knows that. If you know hog, you know say hog walla in a mud. But you don't have to keep walla in a mud if you prove to we say you're a hog. We know that. We have always see you in a pig pen with a push broom. So you coming out here with your shameful self and a blabber and a double down, but you want to see the IC audit. Everard Warmington, go and read it. It's there. It's in your parliament. When I normally have a place in parliament called the parliamentary library. If you have a parliamentary library in your parliament, Everard Warmington, just go there, read the report. Just read it. Just read it. I'm sure what you're looking for, what you're tossing and wallowing in the pig pen about, Everard Warmington, if you take time from 2018 to now to read the reports, you would find the audit that you've been asking for that you have never seen. It's there. It's in the report. That's why Justice Panton told you all the report bear facts. Facts. Not storytelling, not lion story, like how not tell we many lion story about Finsack. And all of a sudden, Obia man put bullfrog and padlock in a labor right mouth because labor right hide the report, release the archive, and then the archive alone embarrassed them. Imagine if the report was being released and we see findings and recommendation and apportioning of blames, Nigel Clarke. To post, one did really come out, come tell the truth. I make the people see how Uno SSL mash up the country. Can I just know Uno SSL in this bangarang? We learn from the Finsack Galangin that Natongo Siaga got away with billions that he didn't remember about. But even SSL got away with tons of poor people's money. And SSL just go reform themselves till them reach right back up to SSL. And I'm sure Hugh Crosby and the whole of them is going to reform and turn back into another green lizard, because this is what these companies and financial institutions do. Them a green lizard. 1 minute them black, and if you catch them black, them turn green. And if you catch them green, them turn back black again. This is how them sit down and them rob with all the time in the name of bank, financial institution, insurance policy. Make Jankro near me if me dead. Me buy me Jankro and me dog them put down. Me nah. Join no insurance policy with no. So pay me money to no for no invest it in a stocks and bond, for no take it and build skyscraper building. Then when me dead, me don't get nothing. Me have me Jankro put down. So if you think say Jankro now gonna me sad. So if you sit down and think, say, my insurance money, I go fat up your investment in order for me. How you hear Barry and not dead? How you hear dead and not Barry? You hear nobody at the down, Berry? This is what our pension provider do to us as well. Them skyscraper building one I seen at the city of London and all them places. Our pension money, them take and buy them building there. And them amass wealth and profit off of it. And them make sure them analyze we by age 80 because pension provider don't pay pension for more than 10 years. If you never know, just know. Say, pension provider do interested in pay your pension for more than 10 years. After paying your pension for 10 years, the pension provider see himself going in the red because you should have kicked the bucket at age 80. It's really how they think of us. We are just numbers and statistics. Unwa walk and think say these crooked people see us as human beings. Anytime you get in that crazy world of politics, economics, religion, you've become a statistic. Your humanity has been wiped away and you have become a statistic. You're viewed as a number. You're viewed as asset. You know somebody, we walk around and I tell life on ourselves. That's not how they view us. That's why the PSLJ can come tell us, regardless of your historical and whatsoever other days, you are slowing down our economic production. We can't afford for you to celebrate emancipation and independence, 2 separate holidays within 5-6 days of each other. Oh no, I mean, remember we took you to the West for the production line in order to boost our economy and define our economic revolution. Oh, we don't want to sit down and slow down for the economy when we there to make money for we. Nigel, Clarke, and Andrew Holness say, we've never had it so good. If the PNP and the people of Jamaica sit down and just hope for Andrew lose the election, one might wake up to a sad reality. You saw what happened in the local government election. We learn that people like Cliff Hughes bought the rights to broadcast the election result. So Cliff Hughes would have been given the exit poll survey from the director of elections because he bought the rights to the broadcast. Cliff Hughes came out and called the election for the People's National Party. Cliff Hughes was taken off air before 10 p.m. Jamaica time, given that Cliff Hughes bought the rights to broadcast the election result. And from there on, we went into a swelter of confusion. To date, if you talk to any Jamaicans, they will ask you, who won the local government election? You saw for yourself, even a few weeks ago, they were having a by-election against themselves, where them couldn't max up 5,000 votes. But you see them turn up there with them election fraudulent behavior, causing one of them officers to ball out say, me not in a this, me not in a this, me never see them stop me yet. I went time I touch me with him bloody hand far, and Tom knows him hand full of blood. Yeah, never me sister. I never me say it. So, don't come jump down my throat for it. The woman said to Tom, where you touch me with your bloody hand for Tom?
Box is not supposed to come and dance. No, box stuff is not wrong. Box supposed to come out of the car and go straight in a police. You must see. Where they are? Come on, man. We're not fool. At 8th election, I run. I never see this yet. Oh, joking thing on the pan. See if you have box in there, any feeling where you want to put your box in there, put the president of the company. I want to know about Junior. Why not? Come here, sir. Diane, where you there?
I go for box to that, sir.
Them police, yeah. The presiding officer got back. Me never see boxer ground, boxer going in a EOJ. Eh? Me downstairs. Me don't want nobody touch me. Me want to box them. Go in the office. Me not supposed to box them that ground.
Yeah, get that.
Me not in a this.
Rashid.
Yeah, let's try to go on. Go, but if you fool, you know, box them. Come on, box them. Take box them from me. Nobody not here box them. No, I tell council don't sell me down without the.
Good morning to dance hall. Let's take a side deviation. Good morning to dance hall with dry shit on their face and baby oil all over them. Anyone on we sign deal with P. Diddy? Anyone on ever got P. Diddy studio for audition for cut music or whatever? We now know. No, never got the hand down off a drop on a pants. Elephant man, whether you want to be human, harming, maiming, arming, I don't know if I did, and I am not. The whole on shit up. You remember when after you signed that deal, Elephant Man, you came back to Jamaica. What did you sing? Pan the river, pan the bank. Oh, push out your foot, they got your foot. And then Elephant Man, log on and step on a chip. What were you asked to log on to Elephant Man when you had that deal with the devil? Shit up Popcorn, shit up Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, Sizzler, and Capleton. Now that we know Jake and P. Diddy has been shit up, how shit up is dance hall is one of the questions that we're going to continue to ask over here. Because we know now to dance hall shit up. All of them have shit and baby oil on them. And nobody will come out and sing a song. In them usual galang in here. Them Jamaican fire burning entertainer, the firebrand one them. The firebrand ones always come light them matches and throw them gas. How come they not light matches and throw gas from P. Diddy and Jake? What is it? What is it? But let's get back to the JLP them. If the JLP them want assign a batty pastor, a obia walking pastor, a scammer prophet, a money grabbing pastor, then we know say it's kind of what JLP do. JLP normally coerce and love up and hug up criminals. So the JLP and the obia pastor, it's really no difference, to be honest. Birds of a feather. Oh, they flock. Labor rights together, aren't they? Labor right and dancehall is shit up alike. None of them can talk to me. Neither labor nor dancehall can talk to me, because both of them shit up and have baby oil rub all over them, because they're a bunch of sellouts. There are a bunch of illiterate fools who them not have no knowledge and intelligence to take them anywhere, so them have to sell themselves. That's why Andrew Holness end up with mayors, councillors, MP, and everybody a national class dunce. This is the problem where Jamaica end up in. Who not dunce them a sell out, and you know the dunce them like for use them back and them knee to get what them want. Look what the country end up in.
Members of Parliament for Western Centamos, Mr. James Robertson. Members of Parliament for Eastern Centamos, Mrs. Michelle Charles. My fellow councillors, ladies and gentlemen, and citizens of the wonderful parish, good afternoon. I stand before you today humbled and honored to be your mayor. This is not just a victory for me, but for all of us who believe in community prosperity and unity. As your mayor, I pledge to serve each of you with dedication, dignity, and integrity. Together, we will work.
Blood clot this. The blood clot this.
Future for
When
our
you
generation
think
to
that
come.
they badara
I
and
believe
that
in
they
potential of our
listen
parish
why we
and
don't
its
have a
ability
minister of
to
finance.
become
Could you repeat what you were saying? Mr. McKenzie is suggesting that there's a certain level of partisanry on the part of how you allocate certain benefits at the municipal level. Mr. McKenzie cannot come to this on this platform and say anything like that. What I have done is what he was practicing when he was the mayor. When he was the mayor and he gets the funding from the ministry, he shares it in a 50, 100% basis. He gives the JLP 50% and they take 100%. And it is evident right now that is exactly what I'm doing.
Hold on. That maths not sound right. If you get $100 million, you take 100% and get the PNP 50.
Get half of it.
No, that's not. No. Something
that's what he was doing.
No, but you can't have 150% or something, sir. How much would he take and how much would he give the PNP?
If he gets $10 to share for the councillors.
Yes.
If the PMT would get 100 or $50 out of $10, and the JLP will get $25.
Oh, hold on. Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Arithmetic not right. You get $10. You get
all right. Let me break it.
So you get $10 to spend, right? Total.
And the JLP get $5.
50%, yes?
Yes.
And the PNP and the GLP and the PNP would get how much?
The PNP gets, whenever time the PNP gets any money, whether $20 or $10, if they get $20, the GLP get $10.
Oh, so
if they get $10, the GLP get $5.
So it's 50-50 share it?
Right.
Oh.
I don't care when I want to say. It better we end up with a minister of finance like this. It will benefit us. We not go think say it will benefit us. Here how it go benefit us. Anything we get of 100%, this mayor will turn it into 150%. We can't lose like that. Don't care where you try. We can't lose this. So because if you're, hey, Jesus, and them something you labor throw upon the nation. You know, this is the reason why the Jamaica Labour Party is unable to find a finance minister. You know, this is the very reason why the Jamaica Labour Party cannot produce a finance minister after the disgraceful NIGEL CLARKE that has done his worst in the Jamaican economy, as we are learning more and more. But we not see it. What them a talk about, Andrew Holness said anybody in Jamaica no want work lazy, they ain't lazy. And I keep asking Andrew Holness, these only new job owners so no create. What industry are them in and what working rights that come with them? Are they these disgraceful debacles wanna call contract jobs where the people them don't have no working rights? Or are they proper employee with working benefits and working rights, holiday, sick pay, pension? overtime rights. Like when I work the tight uniform police them and I pay them overtime. And Nigel Clark still tell you say him a go cut down pan overtime. Me not understand Nigel Clark. Dunce as me be. Wanna know say me can't count past 10. Me not understand Nigel Clark mathematics. I struggle to understand it. Because if we did have Jamal, I don't think maybe we would have a minister of finance who could be pointing out a minister of finance among the flock. I've never seen this happen in any other government where the entire fleet is so dunce that the prime minister cannot find a treasurer among 40-odd people. Given at the same time, we'll learn, say, even if you write on paper in front of them don't know where it be. Andrew Holness preach and pray and talk about how him a gentleman against corruption and him going to make sure him turn up and him dark day and moon don't shine and the sun lock off because poor people get too stall. Poor people get too stall and the sun went down on Jamaica. But the Prime Minister who walk with long bag, the sun no go down upon him.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government who has openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commissioner of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution, and that minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support.
Beat and teach, man, what you wish for. And if that prediction come true, might as well you can start walk to the border from now.
This is embarrassing, not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us.
Imagine this thief, Pernell Charles, this Patacat, the father. You see how Pernell Charles was strong against corruption 10 years ago, even when Pernell Charles thief off poor people land. Pernell Charles was strong against corruption. Who is one of the strongest warrior against the integrity body at the moment? Pernell Charles thief in Picnic with Pernell Charles thief your land and a seat give to. I'm telling you all the while, be careful of the hereditary politics in our country. See it pop up in front of we again. See the seat where Derek Simmet did lend Andrew Holness. Forget Nigel in the representative for Nigel become a minister of finance. Them have to give back the seat to Derek Simmet now because Derek Simmet's son a come for it. We need to cut out the hereditary politics, the Buchanans, the DK Duncan Pickney them, the Pernell Charles Pickney them, and who else have picked in the Tam Tavares one jar for him, lazy Don's son, come along with him. I think one of Bruce Golden daughter in the Senate, this hereditary need to cut out our politics. The hereditary need to cut out our politics with thief in Pupa hand down seat, get thief in Pikini. And then we are going like Jamaica belongs to we. And then we are going like we have shares or rights in Jamaica. That's not serious. Andrew Holness, if Andrew Holness' wife becomes the new Minister of Finance, pack on a bag and move closer to the border. Because so I would have shuffled it round here now. What Eli would have become permanent Speaker of the House and who deputized Eli Clarke, and Juliet and Alak run Ministry of Finance. I don't think Jamaica understand how serious it is, you know. How serious it is that a finance minister cannot be named up until now, when we have NIGEL CLARKE resignation over a month ago. This is why now the employment field you're asked to give your employer prior notice if you are leaving the job. So your employer, if need to fill that role, and Vaz as deputy speaker, and how she would I hear? Okay, and Vaz as deputy speaker. I mean, you'd have to put one mic nearer to our hearing aid. Me don't know if it would work like that, or the mic are gonna make too much noise in our hearing aid, or when you call her a BITCH, she will say, "Oh, you said I'm gracious." So, me don't know how that wouldn't work out, but this is the mess where the country in, where Andrew Holness can never do any proper with such a huge majority. Andrew Holness can never do a proper cabinet reshuffle that brings in new idea, new thinking, and new policy to try and accomplish things that matters to the people. Them don't have that skill. Them really don't have that skill. Everything we turn out in front of we shows that the current fleet of labor with the majority is a bunch of docile cuckoos.
Heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agreed that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
And now that Andrew Holness is in that very same position that he criticized 10 years ago, Andrew Holness is refusing to honor his own words by living up to standard in public life and stepping aside. Andrew Holness rather go in front of the court in a nasty battle, even to strike out a piece of legislation that has been in operation since 2002, Section 14, subsection 5 of the Corruption Prevention Act. Because the Prime Minister don't, and if you notice, not just the Prime Minister, Everard Warmington, Pernell Charles, Juliet Holness, there's a word that they are afraid of. When you use the word illicit enrichment, those two words is a bother to many of those in the Jamaica Labour Party. Pernell Charles, Juliet Holness, Everard Warmington. Just say the word illicit and see how rantle and disgruntled them get. But Andrew Holness has been the best Prime Minister since sliced bread.
That I stand in full support
of the best Prime Minister
since 1962.
Is the man of integrity, love,
and I am very lucky to have an outstanding Prime Minister, a leader that we can be so proud of.
The transformation. I just gave away 87 black tanks.
Is the best we have had. Southwest St. Elizabeth is in full support. Ladies first. Of
the most honorable, I should say, Dr.
and Jamaica Holness.
How could I not support a leader who is moving Jamaica forward?
And your Holness, continue to be the leader you are.
And I'll do everything in my powers to ensure that he
lead until he is ready to go. Prime Minister and party leader, Andrew Holness.
No beat and teach it for sure, because we have to remind the people who stood by Andrew when the general election come. Because everybody was stood solely with Andrew is a part of Andrew's crime, and therefore should also bear the penalty along with Andrew Holness. So we ought to continue to remind the people of the crimes that our politicians continue to commit against us. And at no point should we stand aside. Chris Davis, please, when I don't block Chris Davis, make him stay, poor thing. He must be so hungry. Or maybe him a one of the one who sell him vote. Because the labor right them always, when you talk, them talk about propaganda. But you can't talk about the Integrity Commission report. You can't talk about the FinSac galangin. And you say when I talk to people, I spread propaganda. Do. When people like Chris come over here, don't block them. Make them stay and learn, because we can't keep so much dunce in our country. We cannot. We have to educate them, allow them to learn. Because they learn, you know. But, you know, Jamaicans have one pushback mentality. But, we don't leave him, he might learn. Hungry kill all heap of them labor right where you say a chant and attack. Hungry kill all heap of them. So leave them alone. See Michelle give them black cat for eat. And then on the one mashed up Donald Trump when Donald Trump talk about in cat and dog. And Michelle Charles are going to eat your black cats. Because black cats me here. Me don't know what no hear. Me hear Michelle give away 87 black cats. Alright? So, no go on. Look upon what happened to no under labor. Look if PNP ever join on for under on a bed. Me no PNP and me no labor, but me can talk what me see and what me know. Look if it is the PNP join, nobody for under them bed put in front of camera. Look if you not see the SSL scandal meddle into JLP. Likewise, them same one benefit out of the FinSac scandal. The same Hugh Krasky SSL them what it named Eagle and also at them time there. The same Siaga who borrowed gazillions and forget Siaga with the dementia. Siaga with the money dementia. Siaga will have money Alzheimer's. We don't leave them, make them learn. Leave them, make them learn. Porting them, they don't know better. For years, labor writers say, wait until FinSac report. Wait until FinSac report. Lord Jesus, me never even bring out the little girl with that poem there. With a rub on her with. Wait until FinSac report. And now FinSac report come and nobody have a view on FinSac report. Because everybody realized that even though Nigel Clarke shut down the report. If it go on like say, the commission them don't finish it and them don't provide it, Nigel Clarke, what Nigel Clarke put out in a public still embarrass Nigel Clarke. It still embarrassed Nigel Clarke and the JLP because Siaga benefited, Ardley Shaw benefited, and the whole of them. And the report is now out. And them fail to take the report and rub in a PNP face. Talk about the Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission present them report. And JLP and them supporters deliberately read what they think should be in the report and refuse to read what is in the report. That's why Justice Spanton and Feton and Son of Duns, please read. The report is there. Even when you hungry belly Everett Warmington with a push broom in the hog pen asking for, it's there. Just go and read it. I guarantee you will find what you're asking for. The country appears enough money where you can get a private secretary to sit down and walk, follow you, and read the thing to you. It's not hard. Trust me, try it. What you can also do, you can also put it in a Word document and ask your computer to read it for you. Your Word document and your computer, Everett Warmington, it does have that capability to read you a report, you see. But because of us are backwards, because of us are backwards and hence where they come from, you don't know jackal. You don't even have to sit down these days. I'm telling you these things, Everett Warmington. I've done them during my academic years. Well, when I'm tired to read, I ask my computer to read for me. It's not hard. I mean, you can all go back to school. If you want us to teach you the phonetic, we can teach you from the phonetics all the way up. Jesus Christ, look at our country. Not a minister of finance. And then, when Nigel Clarke step out this morning, then this evening the Prime Minister will come announce diddly global thingy to you. What you say, sir? Mr. Global, I am a proud Jamaican, a first officer flying Virgin Atlantic Airbus and 360 around the world, so you can call me anything. Sir, I've flown on the bus that you have flown. What else? The two we flying at the air. Albeit you the upper head there, so a press computer. What's the difference? It doesn't mean we're not politically done, sir. Or it doesn't mean so politically when we see the truth in front of us, sir. We don't dodge under the table and say, no, it's not there. And that may I talk about. You're politically done. It's what you think. If you think I'm spreading propaganda, you're politically done, sir. It doesn't matter if you flew an Airbus. I have flown into Airbus too. I mean, all of us go up in the air so we reach a far end. It's not what we have done in our life. It's our understanding and our honesty, sir. And what we must do is aim to be honest, because I'm sure all of you know by now, I am not political. I'm not JLP. I'm not PNP. I'm a Jamaican. I want to see better for the country, whoever is running it. I don't want to see Mark Golden stay there lazy and see Andrew wrecking the country and not doing anything or much about it. I don't enjoy their silence. I don't enjoy Andrew dictatorial behavior. I don't enjoy his corrupt, manipulative behavior. I don't enjoy the amount of lies that Andrew going around the country telling. I don't enjoy the amount of offices that Andrew is running while running so much business and studying full time. Let's talk about that. We are paying Andrew to run our country. How Andrew get fed to so much sinting, Chris Davis. When we pay Andrew for run with country, Andrew study full time, Andrew run 3 company. How that go? And then Andrew for turn finance minister now. And one don't think that is woeful for our country. Where a prime minister who the integrity body cannot verify his asset. The prime minister is in a financial mess in front of the court. The prime minister's wife is in front of the court for stolen land. We're not making up these things, sir, when we speak of them. These are factual things. Yes, Juliet is in front of the court. Yes, Andrew is in front of the court fighting to struck out a piece of legislation. It has never been done before, sir. Because I'm sure if you remember, when that piece of legislation was passed in 2002, Andrew Holness was in Parliament debating that piece of legislation. He never had a problem then. All of a sudden, the legislation worked. Andrew's going to the court, says struck it out. Those are the things we're talking about. We're talking about the corruption with the political ombudsman and the corruption with the Electoral Commission office of them. We're not making it up, Chris. It's not propaganda. It's reality. Delroy Chuck, Carl Samuda objected to Andrew Holness when he was tangling the Electoral Commission and the ombudsman together. I don't make it up. It's not propaganda. And also propaganda go. I'm informing the people. I'm keeping the information in the know. Me not walk and tell no lie. Me not walk and spin the information. It's what it is. If the JLP cannot accept what is in the report, if Everett Warmington don't want to go and read the audit, if the MPs don't want to read the legislation, Justice Panton said it. He said it in Parliament. I'm convinced I don't read. I don't know what I drink. This is the justice who teach many of these dumbfound lawyers who you see sitting in front of him. And also propaganda work. Propaganda is what Andrew is doing. Telling the country how great the economy is. Telling the country how much crime I go down, sir. That's propaganda. That's not true. The good economy and the low pound crime, those, sir, are propaganda. Because they no go so. He make it up as he go along. The fly will fly around the country and tell with the bad, sad news that it don't go so, sir. Those are propaganda. So when you not come attack me, careful. You're attacking a lobbermouth. All right? Carlos, you come when it done. Jesus this morning. Well, go on, bro. Well, Mr. Chris Davis said me I spread propaganda. I don't see anything that I said is propaganda. I speak about issues that are of public knowledge. Issues that are in the media. Issues where you can just go type it in online and you will see it. So when you come call me a propaganda, sir, you're coming for an academic lashing. All right? I may not be as sharp as Justice Panton, but I'm damn well sharp. I may not be as sharp as Justice Panton, but I guarantee you, I am sharp as well. So don't come here and talk about propaganda. That's not how propaganda works. Propaganda is when the Prime Minister go on and jaw out police out of station and say, Commander, tell me how we go down here, sir. Tell me how we go. Oh, Mr. Sir, you know, we have done this, yes, so, and we have done this, so, and look all over the country how it turns so, Prime Minister. That's propaganda. When the Prime Minister walk and talk, say, anybody who don't see no one work, cause them no one work, cause they lazy because good economic management can yam. That's propaganda, Chris Davis. Good economic management can yam. I mean, serve us a plate of it, won't you? If good economic management can yam, Chris Davis, serve us up a plate. Those, Chris, are propaganda. Lion story, we call them under the mango tree. Uno say propaganda? Under the mango tree, we call it lie and story. When your prime minister told us a year ago, Chris, 40 billion for Spark and 40 billion for Reach and Spark and Spare, those were propaganda, Chris. We're still waiting for it to be actualized, you see. It's not propaganda to say Siaga borrowed the money and forget about it. It's there. I don't so propaganda work. Propaganda is what the JLP pay LA Lewis and Queen Ifrica to do. Nobody can pay me. PNP can pay me. JLP can pay me. Coming out light. If you want to take your money, pay a light mouth person. It's up to you. My mouth light. So none of them can pay me. So Chris, make me talk in peace. Just like how your prime minister tell us a good economic management can yam. Your prime minister tell us we can't sleep with the door open. I mean, but here you're talking with prime minister about it. But you come tell me, say, me, Chris, I spread propaganda. Oh, you're so advanced enough for your thinking. Oh, come, you push your finger in your ears, Chris. When your prime minister walk and tell lie and spread false news, fake news, and your prime minister walk and turn up our window and I listen what we are saying and I walk and I listen people picking up on phone, Chris, where were you? Take the stick and the finger out of your ears. Because you need to hear the prime minister also. How come you never hear them propaganda there? That's why the old honor is attacking the gleaner. Because one of them can't pay the gleaner for write on a story them, on a badger them. Because Cliff we do the story for offload him tax. Woe be unto when the taxman catch up with your Cliff Hughes. We know so over nationwide is an audition in part where we get senator seat and we get police promotion in a police. All one no nothing. All one no nothing. We still get the promotion. Do you have any more to say on propaganda, Chris? Do you have any more to say? Can we fly in a plane too? We may not sit down and a press button and a push gear stick in a plane and a talk to air control, but Chris, we fly in a plane too. Tell me about your job. All that we got school go learn. A repetition make we bright. And because the talent in a way is nurtured, a repetition make the whole of we bright, Chris. If me did want to fly a plane, me could have got chain for fly a plane too. Not because you fly a plane and me a passenger pan plane. The two we eat pan the plane, the two we shit pan the plane, and the two we have to go pan the plane, and the two we have to come off of the plane, Chris. That's what it go. Simple. So don't come tell me, don't come use on a job and tell me so on a job give on the right to talk. On a job make on any Jamaican more than me. To put me when I tell you say, me a master in this, I'm a LLB in that, I'm a diploma in this, I'm a all in that. How do we get from me being a propagandist to you, your profession? Why your profession never allow you to have an academic conversation rather than come out here branding me as a propagandist? You think you can pay me for propaganda? Propaganda is willful, you know. My mouth light. Anything just drop out there, it just jibbles up. You can't pay me for propaganda, mate. You really couldn't. All right? What we all need to do is wake up to the rubbish of governance in our country. Wake up. You never hear me chow PJ over here yet, Chris? Every time people call Andrew name, it's the same thing. When we call my golden name, somebody PNP them chow me up. The politician now pay me to walk and nurture them nastiness or them lies. My loyalty is to the people of Jamaica. It's to no politician or no political party. Because I have to keep myself free. If I can eat them up and char them up when them step left or right. Why do you think I go bone myself to continue to support and praise Mark Golden or continue to support and praise Andrew Holness? Who do you think have time for that? Me mouth light mode, somebody can join force with one side. Me mouth light. Me go talk when me see. That's not how propaganda works, my friend. Just go and look at your Prime Minister page. The definition of propaganda is on Andrew Holness' page. Not only that he's a poster boy for Facebook now, the amount of posts in post band there. But over on page are the definition of propaganda because he might try hard to appeal to we, you know. He might try hard for sure we say in matters and in relevance or we don't believe what we are here. But deep inside, him know we're done with him. Deep inside, Andrew Holness and Juliet Holness know the country done with them. We still have to continue with the Labour Party. But the country done with Andrew and Juliet. All in opposition, or if they come back in a government 30, 20 years down the line, we still have to deal with the Labour Party. But the country done with Andrew and Juliet. On a full on a belly teeth, go on now. Go on a belly full. Yeah, see the door, the exit. Go on now. Juliet Holness and Andrew Holness. Enough. The country need a break, a fresh direction. See the door there? Go on now. Thank you for being here with us this morning on the At a Glance program. Join us back here this evening where we continue to look at the issue that plague our country. And of course, we're going to plug ourselves out with Commissioner Joy's re-election once more. Thank you and good morning, good afternoon from the Global Television Group.
West Park, a community that thrives thanks to the dedication of one remarkable leader, Commissioner Joy B. Smith. From her early beginnings in England and Jamaica to her current role as a commissioner in West Park, Commissioner Joy's journey is a testament to her unwavering commitment to service and community. Every day, Commissioner Smith's actions speak volumes. Here, she's personally distributing groceries to local residents, ensuring that no one in our community goes hungry.
That's a little something. Not a problem. That's what I do. Just give back to my community. I find the resources and I bring it on in.
Commissioner Joy's hands-on approach exemplifies her dedication. As she runs for re-election, she remains dedicated to making a positive difference.
Hello, everybody. I just want to encourage you to vote for Miss Joy. She's running for West Park Commissioner Seat 3. She's an amazing person. She actually cares about West Park, and she wants to do a lot of things for the community. I encourage everybody to get out there and vote. And she's an amazing person. She's the right person to vote for. I encourage you, remember, C3 for West Park Commissioner, Miss Joy.
Commissioner Joy's passion for supporting our youth is equally profound. At the recent back-to-school event, Commissioner Joy was present, handing out backpacks filled with essential supplies. This event wasn't just about school supplies. It was a celebration of our children's future, supported by local law enforcement who provided invaluable training and guidance. And it's clear that Joy's impact resonates deeply.
I remember when I didn't have a car, she would literally drive the food to my house, and that shows her commitment. It shows her heart, and it shows that she is in this position to help the community. And it's not about just being a commissioner or about the title. It's literally for the people and for the community and to make sure that we are on point. But Joy.
From personal conversations to community outreach, Commissioner Joy Smith listens, understands, and acts with a heartfelt dedication to improving our city. Her leadership has already brought transformative initiatives, back-to-school drives, essential food distributions, and community celebrations. As she seeks re-election, Commissioner Joy is focused on continuing this momentum. Her vision includes removing red light cameras for smoother commutes, lowering property taxes to ease financial burdens, and fostering economic growth through collaboration with local businesses. Commissioner Joy Smith is also committed to expanding programs for both seniors and youth, ensuring every resident, young and old, has the support they need. And with a renewed focus on reviving cherished traditions like the Goombay Festival, Joy aims to rekindle the vibrant spirit of community that makes West Park truly special.
This is Commissioner Joy B. Smith, and I want to thank you for your continued trust and support. Every decision I make is guided by a genuine concern for our community's need. As I seek re-election, I am committed to building our successes, addressing pressing concerns, and bringing renewed energy to our city. Together, let's continue to make West Park a place where every resident feel heard, valued, and empowered. I ask for your support as we move forward together. Let's keep making our community the best it can be. Once again, this is Commissioner Joy B. Smith, and thank you for watching.
This political advertisement